how to use the Somnium Toneblender guitar. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to go through this from start to finish, and let's understand exactly what makes it tick and what's so very different about it. First thing we're going to look at is how the pickups interact. We'll start by putting in some pickups. This is a Bill Lawrence, well, actually a Wild pickups, Bill Lawrence, L500 XL, passive humbucker, 4 wires, so I can split coils with it. I'll go ahead and put that in the neck position. This is an active EMG 370. It does not have coil splitting because it's an active pickup, but we're going to go ahead and put that in the bridge. So our amp was on, we're off and running. So what do we do? How do we make this work? Well, since every pickup has its own volume control, this is the volume for the bridge, this is the volume for the neck. We don't have a middle pickup, so this volume's not going to do anything. It just stays out of the way. This is our tone control. If I turn it on, then we have control of the tone. I'm going to turn up our bridge pickup. So you can see we do have control of the tone. However, I'm going to leave it off so that we can just get the pure tone out of the pickups. We can always add it and tweak it later. For now, I might want to just see what this EMG 370 sounds like. So I'm going to turn it on. Can I coil split? That's what this switch is for. Has no effect. You just simply, you don't need to use it, okay? So that's just normal. Let's turn up the volume. Now, instead of a selector switch on the tone blender, we have a separate volume. So I don't just click the two of these on together, because then they're both on all the way. What I want to know is what kind of tones can I get if they're not both on all the way? If some of the neck pickup is in but not all of it. That's really the cool thing about the tone blender, is you get in between tones, hidden tones that you wouldn't know are there. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to turn on we got that. If I were to flip a normal toggle switch, then I'd have the neck pickup all the way on. So that's all the way on. Of course, you got all that dark tone of the neck pickup, but maybe I don't want all that. Let's see what happens if I now dial back the neck pickup. What are some of the hidden tones that I can get in here? Now we're back to just the bridge pickup. That was 4 or 5 different sounds, and you would think that if I dial back the neck pickup, I'm going to go from dark to a little less dark to a little less dark and gradually build up to the brightness. But no, the way these pickups interact is quite unexpected. You get actually brighter, twangier, nasal kind of tones that you heard, even just touching the neck and back just a little bit. So that's one of the cool things. You'll discover tones you didn't expect. We're going to do the opposite. We're going to turn them both all the way on. I'm going to turn the volumes back up. Now I'm going to start dialing back the active pickup, which, by the way, you notice how actives and passives play nicely in a Somnium guitar. We're going to go ahead and dial back the EMG. quite as much variety as you dial it back, but you still get completely different tones that when you had when you dialed the neck pickup back with a full-on bridge pickup. So a multitude of tone possibilities in there. We're not even done. Let's take a look at coil splitting capability, because this neck pickup from Wild Pickups, I can go north coil or south coil. All right. So let's see what in the middle, of course, it's full humbucker mode. So let's turn that one up. Three different characteristics to that tone, because you've got the north coil, the south coil are picking up string vibrations in two slightly different places and individually. And of course, as a humbucker, you're not really getting any noise out of them either. It's a very quiet pickup, and it's in south coil mode right now. That's humbucker mode. Of course, you've got beef galore with that. Now you've got a little bit mellower tone and smoother with just the north coil. Now we can take that and blend it with the EMG in either the north coil or south coil position. So with the EMG all the way up, north coil on the neck, let's do south coil. By the way, since I'm on single coil mode, my pot is now at 500K. I can pull up and put it to 250K. What's the difference? Well, 250K is not quite as bright because single coils tend to be brighter. So by using a 250K volume pot, it eases off the brightness just a little bit. And that's why, and with a humbucker, tends to be darker. So 500K mode will give you a little bit added brightness. So we're going to go to single coil 250K. So you can do that with all of your pickups depending on what you have in there, 250, 500. So let's go 250, both on fully. Again, a variety, this time a very nice clear tone when you dialed it back a little bit, thinner but crisp. All kinds of possibilities. So what else can we do with this guitar? Why don't we switch the neck and the bridge? Now, right now we're just talking humbuckers that are in two separate, what we call half-size cartridges. Okay, half top half, bottom half. But of course, these are reversible. So I'm going to put this one in the neck, EMG active in the neck, Wild L500XL in the bridge. So now we can do the same kind of test. We're going to put all the switches in the middle, everything in 500K mode. We're going to turn on the bridge pickup. You can already hear that as a very different characteristic than the EMG did. We're going to turn the EMG all the way on. So the two of them mixed together is, again, different than what we've heard so far. If you'll remember, when we dialed back the Wild pickup, when it was in the neck, it got a little quieter and very thin. Instead, when we're dialing this one back, it's getting louder and fuller. Interesting difference. Let's try dialing back this one. We'll start both neck and bridge full volume. Big difference, just a slight turn there. Most of that range is in the initial turn down from maximum to minimum. It's the nature of that potentiometer. Not just a volume swell, it's a tone swell that you're getting with that. And of course, we could put this in single coil mode, put it up into 250 K, and let's see what that sounds like. And that's all without affecting the tone control, because of course now if we want to brighten that up, change it, have some effect with the tone, let's go ahead and put them both in humbucker mode. What you'd expect a tone control to do, but this tone control is not just one range. It's two ranges. We have two different capacitors, a 0.022 microfarad and a 0.047. So we're switching it up to the 47. Shut it off altogether. So what does that tell you about this guitar? This is like a mixing board where you can search out for exactly the tone you're looking for, find new tones that help you create your music without having to go buy new pickups or go buy new guitars, because we've switched neck to bridge. It's like having two different guitars in one, just with that one feature. If I didn't have anything else in my possession but this, I've got a huge variety of tones. I've got the ability to switch pickups. I've got the ability to coil tap either the bridge or the neck. And I've got the ability to disable or enable the tone and create in-between tones by mixing half tones, half volumes, quarter volumes, three-quarter volumes. So the versatility with only this is amazing. On top of that, of course, I can buy more cartridges. I can buy single coils. I could put a P90 soap bar. I could put a Telecaster bridge pickup in here, a gold foil, a lipstick tube, all kinds of pickups, active or passive, any brand, any style. You can see where this is going, which is through the roof with your ability to control your music and create with tones without having to own 30 different guitars. And that gets a little hard carrying around from gig to gig. Here you have at your fingertips phenomenal amount of capabilities that are killer in the studio. You could record the same track multiple times with slight different variations of tone than in the mixer, blend it the way you want it to get exactly the guitar sound you like. It's killer. It's something that is not available anywhere else. So come to our website, somniumguitars.com. Check it out and rewatch this video, re-listen to those tones. Again, we're only using two pickups and getting an amazing variety, a whole palette of tonal colors out of just what we have here. So thanks for watching. Like I said, somniumguitars.com. Come check us out.